get excited to create. For those producers who are in the main studio, express studio, and in the field, have you thought about ways to create at home, at your dining room table, in your backyard? Because if you're anything like me, you're pulling your hair out right now with cabin fever. You need to create. For the producers in the radio, WPPM LP Philadelphia 106.5 FM, right? What are you guys doing? Are you creating content to send into Vanessa for your spot? Have you thought about just recording via your phone and just sending information in? Do you have any recording devices at home? How are you guys staying connected? How are you guys continuing to create? Let us know. I would love to know or hear some of these ideas. I just wanted to jump on really quickly to make sure that I express my need and my concern for the memberships so you guys can continue to create. You know that I love you, and you know that I'm hard on you because we expect the best from you. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce someone with whom I have a tremendous amount of respect for. Someone who wears a cape and has an S on her chest. Well, her name is, I guess you could say G, but I'm just saying S right now for Superwoman. Miss Gretchen Clausen, I love you. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak and intro this. And for those who don't know me, again, my name is Charles Gregory. I am the chairman of the board of directors, and I love you so much. So without further ado, Gretchen, I love you and thanks, and we appreciate you and the staff, and I gotta go. Peace.
Thanks, Charles. Sorry, I forgot to wear my cape. I just want to let you know that I can do this work because I know that you, Charles, and all the board members have my back, and that I'm surrounded by such an amazing team at PhillyCam. We are like the X-Men of people-powered media. This is new territory for us, hosting a virtual annual meeting, but we felt that it was really important in this moment that we continue to look for a way for us to gather while we are all kind of confined to our homes during this COVID-19 pandemic. I hope you all are well and taking care of yourselves, and I'm really happy that you have decided to tune in with us this evening. Quick rundown of what's going to happen. Some of the different staff members are going to talk a little bit about some updates and some recaps of programs. You're going to hear from some of the candidates who are running for this year's board election, and we're going to see the 2019 year in review video, and then you'll have an opportunity to see the rest of the PhillyCam staff as we try and answer some of your questions and or hear your comments. If you are logged in watching either on Facebook or on YouTube, please shout us out, let us know you're here, put your comments in the comment section as well as your questions, and we will get to them during the Q&A. You know, the news of this COVID-19 pandemic is pretty sobering, and I cannot give you a definitive answer as to when PhillyCam will reopen. I wish I could. We're really taking it week by week, following the guidelines of the governor and the mayor's office to stay home and minimize the transmission of the virus. And as soon as it's determined safe to reopen, we will be doing that. In the meantime, I think this really gives us an unparalleled opportunity to employ our skills as storytellers, reporters, oral historians, and connectors and commentators. This is an opportunity for us to look to share stories about how people in Philadelphia are experiencing and being impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Later in the meeting, staff are going to talk about the tools and tutorials that they've spent the last week developing to be able to help you to create your own radio and television content remotely and then share it on our platforms. It's really by sharing these personal reflections that we can learn more from one another and contribute to a more complete story of what we're all experiencing, and that isn't necessarily being told in the same way in mainstream media. I want to thank some of the members who are already doing this, from the WPPM radio programmers doing their shows in their homes to the youth radio team from Hear Us Out, who are getting ready to use Twitch this week to record their latest program and focusing on their impressions of the COVID-19 pandemic. And also the PhillyCam Voices and Atrevite teams are going to be using StreamYard to do their next show. And we have information about how you too can be using these same tools as well to continue to create your content. We're going to come out of this and we're going to come out of it stronger and with a whole bag of new tricks and video making tools. And it's a really great moment for us to be learning so much and stretching these muscles, because we are involved in a strategic planning process right now. Board and staff are really working together to see like where we want to imagine PhillyCam like 3 years from now and even further into the future. I want to thank those of you who have already participated in that process by completing the member survey. But don't worry, there's going to be other opportunities for you to give some feedback through town halls and focus groups and things like that. And we will continue to be in touch with you about that in the future. I was really going to spend if this all hadn't happened, a lot of this annual meeting is kind of celebrating the past year and all the things that we've done. I don't want to minimize what an amazing year 2019 was. It was when we kicked off our 10th anniversary of going on the air with our public access cable channel, and rest assured that we still have time. There's still some months left in the 1-year celebration of our anniversary, and we still have some things that we are looking to do in late summer and fall to kind of close out our anniversary year. One of those things is looking at a way to kind of make the Camis, our annual kind of signature event that celebrates our community, even better. And it's really looking to how we can continue to present a really high quality event, but really expand how we celebrate all of you. So if you're interested in helping shape this event, shape kind of an expanded version of the Camis, please consider joining the committee. Last year, this time, we spent a lot of time talking at the annual meeting about some rule changing that was proposed at the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, that would have had a very negative impact on our funding and our ability to be able to do our work. There was a call to action, you all responded, and as a result of work that was done across the country, there was good news in the summer. The FCC did vote to make the rule change, but in a considerably reduced way, and the change that would have been problematic for us and could have threatened our funding has been put on hold for the moment. It's not off the table, so we may need to come back to you, and we may need to go back to the FCC because the Republican-controlled FCC has indicated that they may want to revisit this issue. But for now, we are in a good place. Again, it's all of you, and it feels weird just saying it to my computer screen, that make PhillyCam the amazing place that it is. I want to thank you for all your hard work. Wish you, health and safety. And if you need anything, please don't hesitate to contact us. Check our website. There's tons of resources there for you during this really challenging time for all of us. To continue on in letting you know how PhillyCam is going to be here for you in the coming weeks, it gives me great pleasure to introduce another one of the superheroes on the PhillyCam staff, and that is our Community Engagement Director and empath, Nasha Taylor. Nasha, take it away.
Hey, I'm Nasha. I hope you're all well and safe. I'm the Community Engagement Director here at PhillyCam. I have a few updates to share with you today from various staff members and all the hard work that everyone's been doing, as well as one of our board committees. So here we go. For volunteers, Sophie and Sonia have been working diligently to enhance your volunteer experience. So this year, we're introducing the virtual timesheet. This will allow you to track and manage your service hours and progress towards incentives like PhillyCam branded items or a free class, and more. So shout out to all of our volunteers from the past year. We appreciate you for helping make PhillyCam a community. Contact Sophie for more. For groups and organizations, thanks to Sergio, Debbie, and Leah, we now have a short submission form where groups and organizations can share non-commercial information with the community that will be displayed on our electronic bulletin board. This form will be open to members and non-members alike as a part of our commitment to support groups responding to COVID-19 emergencies. Be sure to spread the word about this resource. This electronic bulletin board information can be viewed on our cable channels throughout the day. Contact me, Nasha, for more details. And in line with these virtual enhancements, we're also introducing our official online info session. This means everyone can visit PhillyCam Studios and take a tour and meet the team of staff in just less than 15 minutes. So to earn credit for completing this info session, prospective members must complete the quiz based on the video, and you'll find that quiz link on the website. This means you can continue promoting and sharing our resources since our building is closed for the current stay-at-home orders. If you miss us as much as we miss you, check out the video and tell us what you think. Go to phillycamp.org/info-session. And finally, for all members, the Engagement and Programming Committee closed 2019 by creating the 2020 Member Survey. We thank each and every member who completed the survey this February. And as a committee, we're looking forward to sharing recommendations for how the collective feedback and data that you shared can inspire us towards improved programming and supports for all of you and our media center. Shout outs to committee members Elizabeth, Lauren, Charles Gregory, Charles Clark, Susan, Debbie, and Gabe. That's all I have for now. I hope you're all enjoying this annual meeting, and we'll see you soon at the media center. Be safe.
Hey everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood programming and production coordinator, Gabe. I hope this message finds you well and know that I miss you. PhillyCam is working diligently to keep you guys informed, so make sure you're following us on social media and in our PhillyCam members Facebook group. We're also working to get you tools so that you can continue to create content and tell your stories during this time when we're all isolated. You can find those tools and resources on our PhillyCam blog. When you're reading these blogs, keep in mind that even if you are a host or someone who's primarily on camera and works with a crew to create content, you can still use these resources alongside your crew to create that content. Something else to consider is that you can use this time to finally get those people who are otherwise hard to get into the studio. People who are out of town can now virtually meet you in this virtual studio and be recorded for these interviews. So think about that. Another thing is that we are a community center, which you hear me say a million times. So we are also trying to keep you all connected to one another and to staff. So we're trying to host weekly water cooler events, which would essentially be you guys joining us on a Zoom call to talk to staff and your fellow members, to swap resources and to stay informed on how everyone is doing and what is going on in our communities. Another thing that we're doing is that Laura is working to create webinars and ways to make our Teach and Learns digital so that you all can continue to learn and grow your skills from the safety of your homes. We're also trying to create a town hall, which would be a way for us to record people's stories and their experiences during the COVID-19 quarantine situation and some of the stories that are going on so that we're making sure they're being reported on. If you're an organization or in communication with an organization that has information that is vital to our community and that you want to share, you can submit photos and information to our bulletin board, which airs on our TV and web channel. So that form can be found on our website. And we just want to make sure that people are staying informed. I just want to say thank you all for being an amazing membership. I can't wait to see you all in person. But until then, join me at the virtual water coolers so that we can talk and stay sane and keep informed with one another. So I'll see you there.
Hi, it's WPPM Station Manager Vanessa Maria Graber. Hope everybody is well and safe during this time. I just wanted to give you a few updates about WPPM and the incredible year we had at the radio station in 2019. Last year was all about making really, really great local community content. So shout out to all of our producers out there. We grew our lineup of producers and shows. We now have over 80 producers creating over 60 local community radio programs at Philly Cam. We also started Hear Us Out, our youth radio program. It's the only youth radio program on the FM in the whole city. They're doing a really, really great job. So special shout out to our youth producers. We also expanded Philly Cam Latinx. We now have more Spanish language and Latinx programming on our station as well. And I want to also talk about all of the great work people have been doing outside the studio and getting into the community. We were out on the Parkway. We were doing events in private venues off-site. People were doing podcasts in front of live studio audiences. People were covering elections. We even went out there on election night, and we went to a ton of conferences to report as well. So we're going to continue doing that work. And speaking of which, our producers have been doing a really, really great job doing that right now, providing the community with important news, updates, and information regarding the public health crisis that we're facing, and also still continuing to do their music shows and entertain people with an amazing sense of humor. So I want to encourage all of you to experiment with making media at home. Now more than ever, we really need that content for the community. And so we've created some resources for you to be able to utilize different tools and resources online that can help you create your show from home. Like I said, it's really a critical time that we continue to keep our listeners and viewers out there informed about what's going on. So if you go to our website, phillycam.org, and you scroll down, you will see media tools right here. And there's 3 links: recording and editing resources, producing radio content from home, and keep making radio and TV from home. So we'll go to the first link. And this has a list of tools and online learning resources, especially if you have kids at home. There's some more resources. A lot of these companies are offering free access or discounted access. So definitely check that out. And we want to show this really great blog produced by Allison Durham, Produce Radio Content at Home. It tells you how to record with Audacity and even using your phone with voice memos and teleconferencing tools. So this is a really, really great model. And shout out to Allison. We hired her last year. She's been helping our members as our radio programming and production coordinator, and she's available to help right now. And then Roland Boyden, he made this blog post. And again, it's how to use StreamYard, which is what I'm using right now, and all of these other great resources. So that's what we're doing to keep you informed. Again, if you go back to our website, you can stay informed. Here at the top is where we're posting updates. And again, check out these resources over here. So again, I just want to thank everyone who's been creating content. Keep it going and continue to make people-powered media. Thanks so much.
Greetings, Philly Cam family. This is Ernest Owens. I hope that you all are being safe and very uplifted right now during this coronavirus quarantine. I'm currently staying at home right now because, that's what we should all be doing. For all those out there that's volunteering, helping the homeless, making sure that people are getting the necessary resources, my hats go off to you all and continue to do that great work. I wanted to take a little bit of moment of your time to talk to you all about my running for re-election on the Philly Cam board. This would be hopefully my 3rd term. I'm running for the social justice seat at this point. I have been on the board since 2016. I've been a member since 2015. And for many of you all, you know that Philly Cam was really the birthplace of my career in many different aspects. I started off as a freelance, writer that was really eager to really tell diverse stories and connect with people. And since then, my career has really blossomed to new heights. But one thing that hasn't changed in those career changes is my passion for Philly Cam and how important it is for different people to tell different stories. And a city with so much diversity, Philly Cam is the epitome of that excellence and all of the opportunities and resources that we provide so many people every day. I'm very inspired by the work that the staff has done. I'm very motivated by the work that every one of you all do to tell these important stories and to connect with people, not just on television, but on radio as well. And to see this organization continue to blossom has been an inspiration to me. And I want to continue to do that work on the board. You know, on this board in my tenure, we have worked to increase office hours for members, which was something that was really important so people can have more studio time. Because as someone who, you know, was working various jobs, you know, I needed a Saturday and more hours on a Saturday. And I was happy to be on the board to make that voting decision. We have also come up with better policies to give staffers and members the opportunity to voice other concerns to make sure that we are doing our best to make sure that Philly Cam members are safe and protected and supported. We've also had conversations around marketing and exposing more people in the Philadelphia community to the work that we're doing. And I'm very happy to be a part of that conversation and dialogue as well. On the Philly Cam board, you can expect for me to be a champion for diversity on all aspects in the staff hirings that we do, and the membership outreach, and in the programming that we do. Because that is something that really is important to me as a millennial, as a member of the LGBTQ community, and of course as a Black man. And Philly Cam does an exceptional job at doing this, and we can always do more. And so I really hope that you all vote for me for a third consecutive term on the Philly Cam board. Love you all, stay safe, and I look forward to serving you all for another term.
Greetings. My name is Durwood Selby. I'm a producer and host of a food and travel show on Philly Cam. As well, I host the Selby Signature PM show that's on Philly Cam Radio. I'm also a fan. Presently, I work in the food and beverage industry and management, and I'm also a co-founder of a wine company. I'm running for the board to help fulfill Philly Cam's mission, and that is to promote creative expression, democratic values, and civic participation. I've been a proud member of Philly Cam since 2013. I feel indebted to the organization for what I've learned and the access I have now to millions. Together, we can impact people's lives and encourage a higher standard of living in our communities. With that, I'm on Fort Bragg right now, staying out the way, doing social distancing. Big shout out to the Army. My wife is Army. She's moving people around right now. And also for y'all to stay safe, stay out the way. And when this thing is all over, we'll get it back together. And at the end of all my shows, I always say, in a matter of style, flow with the current. In a matter of opinion, we stand like a rock. Because these eyes realize. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Hello, my name is Pascal Valet. I am running for re-election for my second term on the Philly Cam Board of Directors. Outside of Philly Cam, I have a really cool job over at Liberty Resources, which is right down the street from Philly Cam. We work with the disabled community, advocating for their civil rights, things like equal access to healthcare, education, public safety. Civic engagement and self-advocacy are pillars of what we do at Liberty Resources, which is part of the reason why I love Philly Cam so much. Another reason that I love Philly Cam is that there are a number of progressive organizations that feel like they need to speak for the voiceless. And at Philly Cam, there's a real understanding that there is no population or person that doesn't have a proverbial voice. And there's real understanding at Philly Cam that we need to pass the mic and allow people to speak their own truths and tell their own stories and learn fun and marketable skills. What? That's awesome. How could you want anything more? So I am humbly asking that you consider me for a second term on the board. I am incredibly dedicated to intersectionality, making things queer, more diverse, more accessible for everybody in our vast, beautiful Philadelphia community. So again, I offer myself humbly for your consideration, and I am really looking forward to hopefully serving a second term, but I'm even more looking forward to seeing all of you again after all of this Rona chaos dies down. I hope you're all staying safe and staying well. Have a good one.
Hey everyone, it's Shamika Sawyer, and I am a member and producer just like you. I've been a member since 2013, and this year I am running for a seat on the board. So first and foremost, I hope you guys are all staying healthy and practicing all of the washing of hands and wearing gloves and all that great stuff during this time of social distancing. I think it's really great that we get to communicate like this. We have technology where we can still see each other and interact. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, back to the main reason why I'm making this video. I would love to represent you as part of our board. I know as being a member and a producer that there are some challenges, but then there are some great things that comes along with producing content and actually getting it shown on PhillyCam. So for me, this would be an honor to sit in a room and represent your questions, your concerns, and also your initiatives and your thoughts for how to make PhillyCam continue to strive and move forward as we move into the next 10 years of PhillyCam. So hopefully you guys like me and you'll vote for me. And I promise you that I will not let you down.
Hi, PhillyCam members. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is doing well. I hope you are persevering. I hope your spirits are up. And I hope that you know, like I know, that we will deal with this little but semi-lethal enemy, and we will come out of this stronger. However, you know, this is the way it is right now. So 2020 has been exciting. And it's going to be exciting because I am looking to be on the board of PhillyCam. My name is Gigi Nigpour. I'm a paralegal with Community Legal Services. So I am nominated by Community Legal Services to serve as a board member with PhillyCam with your vote. And just to tell you a little bit about me, basically I have been with Community Legal Services for a couple of years now. And we provide civil legal help to the community here in Philadelphia. And my work with PhillyCam basically has been mostly in terms of, you know, what I can do as a board member to improve process, operations, and also member experience. And so this would be, I believe, my fourth term on PhillyCam as a board member, and I'm excited. I'm a firm believer in media, and I especially small, local, and community media. And you can see the importance of such a tool right now, especially when you have a situation that we have right now with the pandemic. The community media serves a huge role in terms of informing members and also, you know, lifting spirits of the community. And so I want to make sure that I will continue to do that as a board member to make the environment ideal for your creativity and for your voice and for my voice and my creativity, and that we may maintain a pretty diverse community at PhillyCam, and that we produce products and present voices that are about our small community. And so with your help, I will run again, and I get your vote, and I would appreciate that very much. Until better times, I'll see you soon.
There are a lot of people in this country that don't want us to find out how much we all have in common. Because we have to be determined, we have to let them know we're in it for the long haul, and if we are, we will have public access television.
This statement resonates even more today as we navigate through this period of divisiveness in our country. For 27 years, Philadelphians were fighting for public access because we knew that sharing ideas and information through media making contributes to building understanding and shifting power in our communities. 10 years into this work, PhillyCam has connected thousands of people through media making and helped them become creators of their own stories, hear each other's stories, and create new stories together.
You feel free when you come into PhillyCam to experiment to try to do things that you've never done before. You feel a sense of support because everyone around you is learning as you're learning.
PhillyCam is a multi-generational community media center where people come together to create and air over 100 hours of locally produced radio and television content on PhillyCam's broadcast, cable, and online platforms. In 2019, we brought youth voices to the airwaves with a new radio initiative and live show, Hear Us Out.
Hi, I'm Jade.
I'm Ramses.
I'm Keish, and we co-host Hear Us Out.
So Hear Us Out is a youth-led radio program. It comes on, right now it's bi-weekly. We've had a couple seasons in the past, but mainly it tries to talk about like issues pertinent to the youth and stuff. So it's like we had shows on like sex education. We had shows on just like music in Philadelphia.
I feel like I've learned a lot because before coming on here, I couldn't edit audio, I couldn't use the board, and now I know, and like I've become like a pretty good host. So I feel like I could go do that in the future.
Not only do we want our voices heard, but we want you to hear our truth, and we want you to be educated on the topic that we may know. And it's not an arrogance thing or egotistic educational thing, but it's really from a standpoint where we want you to know something that we've studied on, and it's not like we're just doing this just out of the blue. It's like we're really taking the time to educate ourselves with these specific topics.
PhillyCam members are contributing to our communities by learning to create media that goes beyond sound bites and presents solutions.
When I started taking classes at PhillyCam, everything was hands-on, so it was like fun and it kept me awake. Because you know, sometimes when you take classes, everything's like on paper, they're just lecturing you. So when things are hands-on, you know, you just learn more. I feel like everybody should get trained into, you know, working cameras and how everything works so you can actually conduct those interviews and actually control what's going on.
This year, PhillyCam had the exciting opportunity to partner with YASP, the Defenders Association, and the network of participatory defense hubs throughout the city who are helping people navigate the criminal justice process. They were able to use PhillyCam resources to really create socio-bio videos that were helping support people to provide a more holistic and human view of who they are as they're navigating their court case.
A socio-bio video is something we create where it's presenting how you are as a person. So you know, when you go to the judge, in front of the judge or something, they look at you like from your charges and not who you are as a person. So we try to conduct interviews with your family, your friends, your pastor, like whoever that's in your life that can say something good about you. And we try to take that and present that in front of the judge.
PhillyCam's creative expression continues to flow with all of our regular programming and in-house productions.
When we polled our members about their public information needs, so many of them told us that they wanted more information about what was happening with local government. They wanted information about the candidates, policies, and what was happening with elections.
I believe that every child in the city of Philadelphia should have the opportunity to receive a quality education.
Kids should never be in prison. The word prisons and kids should never be mentioned in the same sentence.
A lot of kids out there don't have a chance to begin with. And you give them a criminal record, they really don't have a chance.
Our core mission is to fight for a future in which we're all connected, represented, and free.
As a result, our producers interviewed many candidates that were running for office last year. We had so many people come through our doors to participate in interviews and debates, people from city council candidates to state representatives to people running for judges here in Pennsylvania. It was a really exciting time to see our producers take a hold of election information and give that important news and information to our community. When the FCC was pushing policies that would threaten our access to communication, we made it a priority to fight back. We organized our community and took them to Washington, D.C.
Many people came out in support of public access and demonstrated that they're not going to let this go without a fight.
This was the opportunity for me to go down with a group of like-minded people to help PhillyCam out and to just find out what's actually going on and what's coming up.
How do we best communicate and tell the story of why this work is so vital and how these issues, these little telecom policies that may seem minuscule to them, how it actually has an effect on a lot of lives.
If you don't have public access, that means the voices that are heard are minimalized and you get somewhat of this corporate takeover that only puts out what they want to have people hear. So the propaganda mixer is alive and well.
One thing that I think is much needed and can be very effective if practitioners, including myself, I have a radio show here on WPPM, to always, to some way figure out how to infuse in your content or so whether it's your show or whether it's even creating a short little special clip, to tell the story about what this means. And that this is something that's more in your life than just making a television show or making a radio show.
We're still remaking a media system that is inclusive and reflective of the diversity of all Philadelphians and free of corporate influence. And we continue to build a community and support one another in difficult times.
As Charles said, our first ever virtual PhillyCam annual member meeting. I hope we don't have to do it again like this, but this has been really cool for us to figure out how to really push through and see how we could still be connected with you all. I want to give a shout out to all the folks that are tuning in on Facebook and on YouTube.
Sorry.
And I'm hearing myself come back to me here. Len and Shamel and Ariel and Brad and Tony J and Antoine and Ava, John G, Tim, Lauren, Shira, Daryl, Charles, Aaron, Amanda, Claudia, Carmen, AJ. If I'm missing you, I apologize. We'll give more shout outs in a little bit. I really have to shout out all these people that you see on the screen right now, the PhillyCam staff, and Charles, our board chair, for really pulling together, recording those videos, editing the year in review video. Sergio and Jeff and Roland and Ryan and Sonia and Debbie trying to figure out how to make all of the systems work on the back end so that we could be coming to you on all these platforms, to Leia and Gabe and Vanessa and everybody who are doing the work on social media, to Nasha and Gabe and Vanessa and Charles and everybody for their videos, Sonia for getting the website updated. Gabe did this amazing report that we usually hand out hard copies of at the meeting, but since we can't do that, she went ahead and has put it online. So if you go to the PhillyCam.org website, you'll be able to see a PDF of the annual meeting status report. And also just want to thank all of the board candidates who were able to record videos remotely so you could hear a little bit about them. Check your email again today. I resent the ballot. Voting is actually open until midnight tonight, and we will be posting the election results on the PhillyCam website tomorrow. Nasha, I want to throw it over to you to do something fun and cool.
All right, good evening. Hello, I'm here to announce a grand prize winner in the survey drawing. So we survey this year was a collective effort from the Engagement and Programming Committee, and we spent several months on it. It was so much fun. We really, really bonded. It was fantastic. We had a really fantastic rate of responses from survey members as well. And so folks were able to opt in to receive a prize swag bag by a random drawing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm pulling up a random generator via Google, and I put in the numbers. So generating a random number, and that number is 56. And when I go over to the list, the person who's number 56 on that list is, drum roll, Cy B.
Oh!
Woo! How fantastic is that? So we're gonna reach out to you, Cy B, via, offline from here, just to get some more of how to get this swag bag to you and when's a good time to do that. But it will feature Philly Cam merchandise, like a hat, a shirt, just some awesome things that we have. And for everyone else who did submit their email address or contact information into this form, or into that survey, you get that $5 discount to our store. And of course, we're in social cahoots, but we're physically distant. So we're going to figure out how to really take advantage of that, because we want you branded out like Jeff. Look at Jeff Square.
Jeff is
This is how you need to look every day of your life. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Back to you.
Gretchen, you're muted.
That is one of the cardinal sins of Zoom calls. Listen, somebody put on here that everyone should introduce themselves. So this is like Hollywood Squares, but Jeff, why don't we start with you? And if everybody could just say who they are and what you do at Philly Cam.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeff, the operations manager at Philly Cam, and I work behind the scenes quite a bit. So for this, it would be making sure that this live stream is going to all the places it needs to go. So everyone's doing well, and look forward to seeing you all soon.
Leah, why don't we go to you?
Hi, I'm Leah Vandertak. I'm the digital media specialist at Philly Cam. I manage our social media channels, do graphic design. I helped Roland and Sergio and a couple other people make this amazing year in review video. And we do all sorts of things, but that's me.
Cool. Ryan.
You gotta get himself off mute.
Oh, hi there. I'm joining you guys from a sunny place. No, I'm the technical director. I think most folks know me. So yeah, good to be here. Glad that we're able to still have this annual member meeting and share what we've been doing with you guys. So hopefully we'll be back as soon as possible and everybody in great health.
Sergio.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Sergio. If you don't know me, I'm the associate producer here at Philly Cam. I worked with Roland and Leah really hard to do everything that you saw today. I'm really excited that we were able to do this. It's honestly a dream come true to have, for the last week, to have learned how to do all these things. And hopefully, actually not hopefully, for sure, we will all come out of this stronger than ever with all these tools to like do things from home and remotely and easily. So, looking forward to the rest of this year. I know it's really tough and scary right now, but only good can come from this. I guarantee it.
All right, Deb, you just took a drink, but go ahead.
Hi, I'm Debbie Redmond, the programming director here at Philly Cam, here at home right now, but all together with you in our virtual Philly Cam. Really looking forward to when we can all get back together, whenever that can be, working toward that. And we'll be really grateful for that when that happens. But meanwhile, still keeping the station on the air and finding ways to help you make media, and really looking forward to seeing, more and hearing more of what you have to say. But thanks for joining us here for our member meeting, first virtual member meeting ever.
Sonia.
Hi. I'm Sonia Thompson, and I'm the online content manager, and I manage the website. And it's good to see everyone, and take care of yourselves.
Roland.
Hey, I'm Roland. I'm the access facilitator. So normally when Philly Cam's open, I'd be the one helping you check out equipment at the window. But I'm excited to try and figure out what the virtual equivalent of helping you check out equipment at the window is. So making hopefully some tutorials that'll help, and just excited to see what everybody creates in this time. I know it's a super difficult time, but sometimes some of the best creations come out of that. So yeah.
So I'm just going in the order that I see on my screen. So Charles, how about you?
Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. My name is Charles Gregory. I am the chair of the board of directors here at Philly Cam, and I'm just excited to see all of the tools being used that should be used, and it's accessible for everyone. The members, make sure you keep continuing to create, because you know you're going to hear it from my mouth if I don't see anything. So make sure you guys stay tuned. And if you need any help, you know we're all here, and that's me. I'm one of the instructors that you know you will always see me if you coming through. I'm here to help. I'm also a member, and I'm also here to say continue to create and stay safe and healthy.
Thanks, Charles. Gabe.
Hi, it's your friendly neighborhood programming and production coordinator. It's so good to see you all. I'm working really hard to keep everyone connected and communicating, so please be following us on social media. You'll hear from me and Nasha and Leah as we pop in there, and Vanessa as well. Trying to create some weekly water cooler events so that you guys have an excuse to just hang out with us and talk about what's going on. We can see videos of your cats and your children and everyone else and get this nice little glimpse into your life, but also to stay connected, and to continue to give you guys tools so that you can keep creating this amazing content that I know that you can. So definitely reach out and make sure that you're reading those blogs and all those topics that we're putting out there, because we want to make sure that you guys have the tools to continue your amazing shows. So if you check out that member report that I've been working on all week and all month, really, you could see some of the amazing things that we did over the year. And I can't wait to see what we come up with in the following year. So happy 10 years.
Thanks. I'm going to give a shout out to a couple more people. I want to shout out Ellen and Sherry and Shamika and Monica also tuning in. We got about 10 minutes left in the call, so we can get through the rest of the staff intros quickly. Vanessa, go ahead.
Hi, everybody. I'm in the home studio, as you can see. Try to make it look like the Philly Cam set because I'm missing y'all. I'm Vanessa Maria Graber. I'm the radio station manager of WPPM. And I just want to give so much love and appreciation to all of our programmers, especially the ones who are still sending in content, creating content from their homes, keeping the station going. We're on 24/7. We got to put the content on the air every single day. So again, if you haven't done radio before, now's a good time to start. If you need help, let us know. We got all these tools for you. And we've been doing the news every day. So if anybody is looking to volunteer and wants to help out me, Allison, and Roland producing a daily news report, definitely shout us out. Take care, everyone.
Allison, you're up.
Hey everybody, this is Allison Durham, the radio programming and production coordinator at Philly Cam. And like Gabe, I'm here to support our members in producing radio and, put together a guide on how to produce from home if you have a laptop. And we're continuing to work on tutorials and guides for folks. And I'm here to support members in this time, doing just as Vanessa said, continuing to make media in this crucial time. So I'll pass it on.
Ariel, how about you?
Hey everyone, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. I'm Ariel, I'm the Youth Media Coordinator at Philly Cam, and my job is to just make sure that students have a space where they can make and share media that matters, and especially
we're always saying now's the time, but the time is always now. And so students currently are working on radio shows. And if you guys follow us on Instagram, we're also doing community check-ins and trying to hear from students, just like how are they making it through right now. So yeah.
Thanks, Ariel. Javon.
Hello, I'm Javon. I am in the shadows currently, but I'm the radio production assistant for at least one more day. And and so I was happy to be here with PhillyCam. I'm excited to be with you guys right now, but I'm just helping out with the stream currently. And so I'm facilitating all your questions, any of your feedback, and yeah.
Thanks, Javon. It's been great having you. Javon was one of our 2 Drexel co-ops. Tomorrow is his last day, so we're going to have to figure out a way to celebrate with him in person when we all get back together. So Javon, thank you. Sophie, why don't you just say hi?
So I'm Sophie, Sophie Trippett, and I'm the media center manager. I hope everybody's doing well, and I'm glad everybody was able to come out.
Thank you, Sophie. And Laura, if you could introduce yourself and then maybe also just talk a little bit about the prompt that we have out asking people to submit content.
Sure. Hi, everyone. Good to see you. I'm Laura Deutsch. I'm the education director, and I miss everyone. I'm excited to start thinking about how we can be moving some of our educational offerings online, and we're working hard this week and next to still pre-record our Voices program and Atrévete. And as part of our community news initiative, we're putting a call out to members and the public to submit 2 minutes or less short cell phone videos. Let us know how you're being impacted, how you're staying resilient, what you're grateful for during this difficult time. So I'll put that in the chat and we'll be promoting it on social media as well. So thanks everyone for tuning in and for sticking with us through these tough times.
Thanks. I think, Sergio, did you have a question from that? Was that everybody? Did we get everybody?
We got
Did I miss
everyone.
any-
Yeah.
All right, great. I see
We
on the
lost
chat-
Roland though.
Oh, we lost Roland. I saw in the chat bar that there was maybe a question from Antoine that was
For me?
sent to you. Well, it was sent to you.
Directly.
Yeah.
In what,
Am I
in
seeing?
what form?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Javon, what was that question?
We had 2 questions, and one was where you can find the member meeting report, which is on our documents page on phillycam.org. And then there was another question about storm surge, but we'll answer that later.
Oh man, that's right, because I commented on
Yeah.
on YouTube, and you can all access that information. But hey, it's a good secret. Go watch Storm Surge from high school.
But also read the member report.
Gotcha. Was there anything else that folks, PhillyCam staff want to share before we begin to bring this to a close?
I do want to, it was one more question that someone had that I would like to answer.
Okay.
They asked about Gigi playing soccer, and I emailed Gigi while we were talking, and she responded to me. She said, "I used to play soccer field in Philly, in the suburbs, and I still can do it, and some tricks."
Oh.
So I had to respond to that. So now I got to take Gigi in the field and see how many tricks she. Shout out to
Awesome.
Gigi.
Has the voting closed for
8 p.m.
the board?
8
No,
p.m.
no, voting is until midnight.
Oh,
Voting's
midnight.
till midnight. Yeah, because we extended it till midnight just because of everything.
Oh, please forgive
So-
the graphic then earlier.
Yeah,
It's 8 p.m.
it's believe me, it's a small thing in comparison to everything that we've pulled off today. So yeah, just a reminder to members to check your email, check your promotions, because sometimes the emails might go into your promotions folder. And if for any and voting will be open until midnight tonight in the board election. And oh, did somebody have a comment or no? Okay. So we have just a couple minutes left, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Serge, can we do the video?
Yes, we should do it now.
Okay.
So the delay works. But
Okay, but I want to have all of us, like, I saw somebody do this in another video, and it's kind of cheesy, but if we could all just, like, on my cue, not yet, but on my cue, we can, like, all wave to at the end. But before that, I want to just thank Ariel Taylor from our youth media coordinator, because she made this really great video along with Sam from our youth media program. And it's to kind of give you an idea of the kind of media that we would love to be, messages that we'd love to be able to get from you all to kind of create just gather stories from how we're all feeling these days. But anyway, I thank you to all the Philly Camp staff. You're all really awesome. And now we can all wave, and we'll see you soon. Charles, you can wave. We're all gonna wave. Roland's back. He's waving. And you guys are awesome. And yeah, let's see if we can see that video, Serge.
Hi, my name is Sam Cabone. I am 17 and I live in Northeast Philadelphia. In this crazy time that we're living in, to keep me somewhat sane, I have been taking walks, reading, doing schoolwork, really anything I can to get out of bed, get dressed. Like today, I'm still in my pajamas. I'm a junior in high school, so I'm definitely letting go of my normal by not going to school. I go to the gym a lot, so I can't go there anymore. Can't hang out with my friends. I can't do most of the stuff that I would do if this wasn't been going on. So it's kind of hard to adjust. I don't really think that I'm learning anything about myself. If anything, I'm learning stuff about my family. They're learning things about me. We're all learning things about each other. 6 people, including myself, live in my house. So people get annoying. I'm definitely grateful for my family. Even though we're getting annoyed at each other and almost fighting each other's heads off, it's better to be isolated with people than without people. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful that we have food and a shelter and water and all that stuff. I do feel very fortunate because my family has a lot of things and a lot of people don't, and that's very sad. I just can't wait until this is all over and everyone can return to whatever their normal is, because the fact that this is becoming normal now is kind of scary. Hi, my name